Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK and another VR Cockpit Tour, this time in the Asp Explorer. I love the Asp actually, I use it just for that, for exploring. Does everything I need it to do, and it's one of my favourite ships to fly. I've got a lovely sub called Samo from our Discord that's going to allow me to sit in his Asp. So when I go to the multi-crew section, rather than just looking up like I did in one of the other videos, I can actually get in multi-crew and show you what it looks like sitting in multi-crew in VR. I'm always trying to improve the videos for you and make these as interesting as I can. I also, I'm going to really try and work on my head movement. I know when I watch them back, I think, God, you're moving your head around a lot. It's really, really difficult because the Oculus is tuned for movement. So the slightest movement moves the screen. But I'm going to try. Fingers crossed. Let me know in the comments below if this one is better. I haven't filmed it yet. Let's hope it is. So let's get in and let's have a look. Right, here we are with the Asp Explorer. I'm actually here doing the community goal, the current community goal for rares at More Terminal in Karuk. And even the terminal just looks so cool in VR. You've got all the smoke coming through there. And they've done such a fantastic job. Like I say, I always say it with each one, even like the dashboard elements, everything's in 3D. Everything is consistent. I love the fact that Elite in VR is so consistently good and consistently convincing. Absolutely love it. This is another one similar to the Type 6 with the whole expanse of glass. I mean, it actually goes back a lot further than the Type 6. I mean, the Type 6 sort of ends your peripheral vision there, but the Asp Explorer, look, the glass goes right up the top, and it is very, very cool. The thing that I like about it is the multi-crew is downstairs, and I can't wait to stand up and have a look. Again, very similar to the Type 6. It's got a raised platform. Now, it's almost like it's a little bit higher than it was in the Type 6, but it's still raised. And it is awesome. I like the floor. It's very, very minimal up here. Very minimal. In fact, I would expect this ship to have a better dashboard. I was really hoping it would in VR, but it's almost identical to the Type 6. Very, very basic, very functional. Let's get up the back and let's have a look. So here we are at the back of the Asp Explorer, sitting behind the pilot's seat. Usual seat, that seems to be in all of them. So exactly the same seat, but again, full of just some really, really awesome detail. Absolutely awesome. Even down to the signs, danger, cover will come off in case of jettison, replaced if damaged, and it's all scratched. I'm always interested in why everything is so scratched. I mean, the ship itself looks pristine, but everything has got burred edges and scrapes all over it. I really like that. It's got a lived-in feel. As I say, again, from wherever you stand in these cockpits, the 3D hologram display is absolutely perfect. It really, really is cool. The fact that the VR is so consistent. The one thing that does strike me about this and all the VR cockpit tours is the canopy. The canopy is really, really cool, and it gives you such a fantastic feeling of space. Now, it isn't as high as the Type 6. Probably, I would say, in the last video, the Type 6 was around 30 foot high. I would say this is about 20 foot high. It starts off very flat fronted and then very quickly sweeps into this sort of aerodynamic style up the back of the ship. I really do like the cockpit, the glass canopy of the cockpit. It really, really is cool. As usual, lots of vents. In all the cockpits, there's vents everywhere. Seems to be a running theme with C2 as well. A lot of the doors have C2 on them. It's got the Lakon 1 to 9 keypad. Wouldn't it be cool if we could just open the door? So say there's a button on the dashboard. We can just open the door and peer out there. That would be enough for me. I'd be more than happy with that. We've got the Lakon computer. Now this computer is actually quite small. In fact, I think it was the Vulture where there's some big computer systems in there. That seems to be quite a small computer, and I'm sure you could actually fit the multi crew area up there. You could probably put another seat in there, but they've kept it totally clear. Very clinical feel up here. Very, very, very sparse basically. And the multi crew is downstairs. Now I love the multi crew. I love the fact that it's not just a fixed image. You can actually peep down there, and I can't wait to go down there and have a look. We've got the usual flaps, so we've got access to systems RCS 04 to RCS 08. That's exactly the same on the other side. You've got the Lakon logo built into the side of the glass canopy, which also looks awesome. And as I say, just a real sparse, clinical working feel to it up here. It's got a fire extinguisher. I'm sure this is the only ship so far where in the cabin there's been a fire extinguisher. If that is a fire extinguisher, I'm guessing it is. I'm guessing it is. Right, let's get downstairs and have a look at the multi-crew area. Here we are in multi-crew. Now, this is the first time I've actually done the video from the full view of the multi-crew, and I will try to do them all like this now. This is absolutely fantastic. Again, we've got the glass canopy, and it almost feels like, I tell you, it almost feels like you're in some sort of World War II bomber, like a Lancaster at the front. I mean, it feels totally exposed. It's, you know, if you get shot at, you're going to get shot here. This is absolutely awesome. I love this. It's got almost like a tiny, tiny version of the full dashboard upstairs. That's brilliant. I really am impressed with this. It feels absolutely awesome. You've got the same computer, it seems, that's upstairs. So System Junction, Lakon Systems, temperature 1, no, signature 1, signature 2, core 1, core 2. We've got some more flaps down there. And you can tell it feels like, I mean, you can tell that, oh, sorry, I'm getting excited now. You can tell that it is downstairs from just below where the pilot is, the main pilot. This is really, really cool. Gives you another view of the station as well. That is really, really cool. Very, very impressive down here. I love this little miniature dashboard on a sort of arm as well. It looks like it's on an arm, some kind of metal arm. Got the access to the same systems there. There's the ladder, and again you can see up there. It's not just an image. I mean, you can actually look around your peripheral vision and actually have a look. Another fire extinguisher. Let's get up the back and have a look in multi-crew. So we're standing behind the multi-crew seat, exactly the same seat. So that's all exactly the same. Feels like it could be quite lonely down here. You could probably even hear what the pilot's up to up above. It feels lonely down here. It feels quite claustrophobic, even though you've got the front expanse. It feels quite claustrophobic. The ceiling is probably about 8 foot high, and as I say, it does feel quite claustrophobic in here. You got the ladder up to the pilot area, and what I love is the fact that, you know, the vision works perfectly. It's so real in VR. You know, it's almost like you can get up and have a look. I can see the pilot seat there. How cool is that? You know, how cool is this game in VR? It's absolutely amazing. You got the same C2 with the same closed during flight mode. And again, I can look a little bit closer at the bird edges. Everything is scratched in here. Literally everything is scratched. Every single element. We've got more vents. We've got some handles in case things get nasty. Well, that's it. Hopefully I haven't been too excitable on this one. Hopefully I've tried to keep my head a little bit more still than the previous videos. It is difficult, and I do get easily excited, and I've got such a passion for Elite Dangerous and VR as well. I don't play it in VR nearly enough. As you know, when I stream, I like to be able to get to the chat and have interaction with you straight away. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you are new, please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to go through the whole range. Have a look on the channel. I'll put the playlist above with the previous ships that I've done. That's it. A big thank you to Redimus Samo for letting me borrow his ship for a few minutes. I do appreciate that. That's it, everyone, and I will see you in the next VR Cockpit Tour.